Mark, thanks very much. New this morning, more registered voters across the U.S. disapprove of how Donald Trump is handling his job as president. That's according to a poll from NBC News and SurveyMonkey. It says only 29% strongly approve of how he's handling the job, 45% strongly disapprove, 16% somewhat approve, 9% somewhat disapprove, 1% gave no answer. Coming up in our next half hour, we will take a look at the responses from a state poll about the Senate and governor race, as well as the key issues that matter most to Tennessee voters.